the locker room. Each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Jamal Murray.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Markkanen and Kessler man the post position. George is out there with MP, and it's Bailey in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3 slot. Well, we should be in for a fast-paced game tonight, Coach. Both of these teams excel at creating fast break opportunities.
Look, Kevin, you're right. Both of these teams prefer to get out and attack before the other can get their defense set. They want to use their speed and athleticism, and they need to get as many easy buckets as they possibly can.
One thing to keep in mind is a storyline tonight. MP, as you may know, wants to win Defensive Player of the Year. And to do that, you've got to show up every single night in this league.
Well, I'll start with this. It's not easy winning any award. Only one guy gets to be Defensive Player of the Year. With that said, MP is going to really have to step up to get in the conversation.
Such great hands from Jokic. Able to finish despite the D.
To the inside, Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Gordon. Rebounded by the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
Now, here's Jokic. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, plus he got himself to the line. Playing aggressive, pushing the action.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's MP. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Portland. Markkanen can't get it to go. Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
And Kessler throws it down.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Trailblazers was tremendous. He had 36 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is...
Oh, look at that dunk!
That's just unbelievable. Big Vucevic knocking him down.
1:51 left to play here in the first. Pass to Gordon. Johnson surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Fires from deep. Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz trail by 3. MP outside. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
And the second All-Star selection for MP. He's making a habit of this.
It's one habit he's not keen to break. And with his devotion to the work, it's reasonable to expect more of the same.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
The shot's good from Hayes. For Utah, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. A 3 from Ed, and again for 3.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level, and we haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the 4th most made in a single season. This one for 3. Good! Another from 3.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. MP getting it done for the Utah Jazz. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Walker Kessler, MP out there with Max Strus, and it's Hendricks in at the 3, the small forward. And the Jazz with another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
And you assemble an all-swagger team. Jamal Murray, Stan, is on that roster.
Well, you're right, Kevin. And look, where players really gain their confidence, their swagger, if you will, in this league is when you play your best on the biggest stages in the playoffs. Jamal Murray has certainly done that. He has earned his swagger.
On the wing, MP. MP drills the 3.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Jokic has checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Jazz. Here's Murray. He's got 6. Pass to Watson, and stolen by MP. In transition, here come the Jazz. Rebound by the Nuggets. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Strother. He's covered by Kessler. Murray, the pass to Watson. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 12-3 run. A 3 from MP. Rebound by Johnson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Watson finds Johnson. Here's Strother. Just 5 to shoot. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered in the style, you have to score more now to play